Continue.
The world trembles beneath my feet.
That is simply irrational, Lady Theodora. Assimilation into the trade structure would be political and economic suicide. Practically an admission of heresy.
Then suggest an alternative that will satisfy me. I have described the situation. No worse than my seneschal could have done. Make a decision. What will you do with Ion 6, Edelthrad? While you are considering your answer, Edelthrad, I wish to speak with someone else. Perhaps I shall hear something more interesting than incoherent mumbling. Approach.
What is this? Is this someone from your retinue, Theodora? Do you permit your people to interrupt your conversations in such a fashion?
I give that permission to those with something of substance to say. Let us see if it was worth it. This is the second candidate for the title of my successor. Step forward. Consider this hypothetical situation. Ion 6. A new world on the fringes of the Coronis expanse. High seismic activity, regular magma eruptions, metamorphic rock deposits, prospects for large-scale mining. The world is populated by natives who worship some heretical underworld spirits that protect those who offer them sacrifices. Flights of fancy, you might say, but attempts to install ore extractors have failed for the second time. The mining crews sent to the planet's surface simply vanished overnight. My question to you is, what would you do with this poisoned treasure?
Now, passive skill test.
Your character's skills reflect their knowledge and capabilities. Some dialogues automatically initiate passive skill tests. If such a test succeeds, new information will be revealed or a hidden dialogue option will unlock. If your character is traveling with allies, the party member with the highest score in the applicable skill is selected for each given passive skill test.
Alright, Lore of Xenos, succeed. These two I know I succeed at. Spirits could well be the native names for dangerous aliens. I would verify that if that indeed is the case, and its population of Xeons engaged in Xeon worship, or lore worship, warp. There are ways to confirm whether what is happening on Xeon is witchcraft or not. Might cost several psychers to do so, but it'll give us the answer. See, purge for the good of the Imperium. Let's go where our gut. Alright, these spirits could well be the natives' names for dangerous aliens. I would first verify if that is indeed the case, and if the population of An is engaged in Xeon worship.
Reasonable and prudent. However, chasing after ethereal creatures may prove a rather long and fruitless endeavor.
Apart from Xenos, an untrodden planet might be teeming with myriad horrors that are far more dangerous and difficult to eradicate. I suspect that you are simply unaware of their existence.
shut your mouth after I decided to shut it for you.
I invite you to try, you miserable vermin. I am intrigued to see how your pathetic life will...
Edelthrad, I believe I gave you an assignment on this ship. Explain to me then why my senior congregator is still dawdling about the officers' deck, instead of proceeding to the middle decks to commence the inspection of the compartments in his purview.
I beg your forgiveness, Lady Theodora. Your presence has such a profound effect on me that I well forgot the time.
So, why are you here?
Why am I here? I do not know just yet. Really? Not just yet? Got questions, let's not be... Don't know yet. I just hope you will be able to clarify that.
Clarity. A luxury that few of us can afford. There is a reason why I did not explain all the details of the question I posed to you earlier. Beyond the borders of the Imperium, seldom is one granted an opportunity to enjoy information in abundance. This, however, is one such opportunity. My name is Theodora von Valancius Massimo of Scaris. I am a rogue trader in the service of the God Emperor of humanity. And my rights and freedoms are vindicated by a most sacred relic. The warrant of trade, kept aboard this very vessel. Mine is the honor to venture into the darkness, beyond the Imperium, and carry humanity's light where powers wicked and heretical reign, and bow death and ruin to us all. It is my decision alone to determine the fate of whatever I find past the bounds of the explored void. Every world I discover, along with all there is to find thereon. Resources, people, riches, and mysteries, is mine by right. I command millions of lives, rule over numerous planets, and possess fortunes that no planetary governor or commander could dream of amassing. And you are one of those with von Valancius blood in their veins and a rightful claim to this inheritance when the hour comes.
One of? Does it mean there are other heirs?
Naturally. Some have yet to arrive on board, but you have had the pleasure of meeting one of them. Edelthrad may be somewhat disconcerted by the scale of the responsibilities that may potentially fall upon his shoulders. However, I have a good feeling about him as a candidate.
Well, I don't.
Blood right alone is not enough to earn the high honor of becoming the bearer of a warrant of trade. Nonetheless, your abilities and talents may yet prove useful. If not for the role of Lord Captain, then for that of their closest ally. Alas, even those responsibilities can at times be too challenging for those who share your blood. Kunrad Voitvir served me for many years before he made his mistake.
Did I hear you correctly? The Master of Whispers is related to you by blood?
His kinship to me is most distant, as is yours. Nonetheless, he does bear the name von Valancius, even if he avoids using it publicly, and as such, strictly speaking, can be considered my heir. That door, however, is closed to him. Voigtvir's performance in his current role is satisfactory. Or it used to be, at least.
Thank you for clarifying. May I ask my questions now?
I have some time before the navigator gives the signal to initiate the void ship's translation out of the warp, and my presence is required on the bridge.
An incident took place on the officer's deck. Some servitors went berserk and attacked the crew.
Is that so? Perhaps the technomats were careless during maintenance. Or it could be the warp playing tricks on us in spite of the Gellerfield. Or perhaps there is something to all the stories about the ship being possessed after all.
Possessed? I don't believe that. I think they were malfunctioned.
Lady Theodora, for the God Emperor's sake, surely you do not intend to start repeating idle rumors spread about by uneducated riffraff.
Enough, Abelard. Such hearsay amuses me. Idira eagerly retells me everything she learns from the whispers of her unseen advisors. This ship is thousands of years old. It has enough hidden nooks, malfunctioning cogitators, and unused compartments to make ignorant folks speak of specters dwelling inside the bulkheads and plotting against those who yet live.
Right. Navigators. Translation? What are those things you speak of?
Sometimes I forget that people without direct access to a ship's bridge may not know the first thing about how a void ship travels between the stars.
That's not true.
Vessels such as this one are capable of leaving real space and traversing into the warp, an otherworldly dimension of cruel and unthinkable forces. By entering it under the protection of the Gellerfield, we shorten the route to our destination, crossing distances that would require hundreds of years in a matter of weeks instead. Sometimes in days or even hours. That is how humanity spread across the galaxy. That is how we were able to build the Imperium, which spans millions of stars.
So where's the ship headed?
The Rykad system, the domain of rogue trader Winterscale, one of my peers, and rivals. Besides me, 2 other rogue traders exist in the Coronis Expanse, and each of them possesses resources comparable to mine. Perhaps you will one day assist House von Valancius in surpassing both of them in affluence and splendor. I set the course for Rykad on the demand for a very specific reason. Perhaps I shall yet apprise you of the purpose for this voyage, but now is not the time.
Let's see. And what are my current responsibilities?
Observe, learn, absorb. It will take time for you to find your bearings aboard this vessel and in your new position. Eventually, I will find a post that suits you as I did for Edelthrad. Until that time comes, consider yourself my aide.
Well, gracious Lord Captain, surely there are ways I can prove myself aboard the air.
You can start by not asking questions of this sort. I have no need for sycophants. I will draw my conclusions when an opportunity to prove yourself arises. As for when you will be granted that opportunity, only the God Emperor knows.
No more questions then.
In that case, I shall head to... Disturbances reported on the adjacent decks.
Right.
Seneschal, if the need arises, protect the new blood. It is possible that the chance to prove your worth may present itself sooner than you may have anticipated.
It's the servitors, right? Whoa! What the?
Your
struggles are in vain.
The Masters demand your death!
Who? All combatants act in turn. Okay.
All combatants act in turns and their order is determined by an initiative roll. The order of turns is displayed on the left side of the screen from bottom to top.
Whoa.
The character at the very bottom goes first, then the one above them, and so on.
Heretic Cutthroat. Whoa. Okay. Where am I? Okay, so 1 second. Okay. We're in for it now. We've been ambushed. Wow. At least we don't have people behind us, man. Alright, let's go.
For now.
A tactically sound approach.
Okay, so. Whoa. He grabbed the knife and went to town. Wow, he's going.
Follow my lead.
Good lord! By the void! By the void!
Oh, my ears are ringing.
Oh,
Death to the weak.
he grabbed the knife and went to town. Uh-oh. Alright, cover. Use cover to avoid enemy attacks.
Use cover to avoid enemy attacks. Cover that a character can hide behind are marked with a shield, or a shield with a skull. When standing close to them, the character will automatically take up an advantageous position. In this case, the chance that enemy attacks will hit the cover and not the character behind them increases. The character will not receive a bonus if attacked from a side not protected by their current cover.
Right. Okay, so. This is still the tutorial. Alright, so, I don't really want to move yet. Let me assess the battlefield here. So we got someone there, I think. We got someone up here. I probably should grab cover here. Yeah, there's no one there, so that's not going to give me a very good shot at anyone, but yeah, let's grab the cover.
Sow the seeds of discord.
Alright, now, who's the, oh, Lady Theodora. Well, who's this guy? Mort. I could use, you serve me. Servant. That will be useful.
Ruin beckons.
Alright, so. No, I don't want to do that. I'm probably going to hit her. I don't think she'll be very happy with that.
I will trump blood-soaked tribute.
Okay, so, critical hit.
Your character has just landed a critical hit that deals increased damage equal to the character's critical damage stat. Character's critical damage is 150% of their normal damage by default, however certain talents, effects, and abilities can increase it. Certain weapons have their own critical damage stat, which is added to the character's total stat value during attack.
Alright, got it. So, I'm here behind kind of half-ass cover. I got a lot of people here, but gotta end the turn. I believe I'm out of action. Plus, I can't. Yeah, I don't get 2 shots. So, here we go. Good lord.
I serve the ruinous powers.
Who's ruinous powers? Whoa. Dodge. Whoa.
Follow my lead. Reduced to dust. I took care of this one.
Wow.
Stay vigilant. To the heretics.
Reduced to dust.
Good lord, positive effect. Okay, your character has received a temporary positive effect from an ally. Such effects enhance your character's capability in combat in some way. To learn more about the effect you have gained, hover your cursor over the effects icon next to your character's portrait. Okay, effects icon. Kill them. Alright. Plus 50% ballistic skill to the end of combat. Oh, that's great. So where the heck am I again? Alright, very good. So so we got someone there with a big ass battle axe. Alright. I think he's out of range. Might be useful to come here. Okay, so yeah, I should try to take him down before he hits Abelar. These guys, yeah. All right, try to take him down. I'm gonna. All right, so let's go here. I noticed the long shot. Damn it, I missed. I almost hit to my own person. Characters just missed. Increase your hit chance, equip your character with a decent weapon. Place them on a vantage point. Abilities and talents can improve weapon skill, improve marksmanship. Learn talents that increase perception, ballistic skill, right? Alright, end turn.
Out of my way!
Whoa, that was close. Ah, by the gods!
Duty go hand in
Woo!
one fewer tongue.
By the
For the
gods!
glory of the Imperium!
Mort, take a team with you and clear a path to the transport line. Do not let a single whoreson survive. Didn't bat an eye when that scum burst onto the deck, huh? Not bad. I have seen many an officer who panicked at the sight of combat on the upper decks. The false sense of security offered by their position makes them that much more vulnerable to the harsh realities of warp travel.
Okay. So, what is happening? What are your orders?
Mort has gone on ahead to clear a path for us. If you want to make yourself useful, go after him and see if the Arch-Militant requires aid. And be quick about it.
Where we going? Right. Find the Arch-Mutant. Right.
Abelard, check the latest communication reports for the upper decks.
Report from the engineers. Request for cargo transfer. There, I see an alert about loss of communication with decks 8 and 12.
So she's talking. Alright, one sec.
With the navigator's
Okay.
sanctum. We should have already approached the translation point and proceeded to real space.
Once we are done with the riot, I want to have a look at the logisticers' reports. We need to understand what happened on the decks during the warp jump and the preparations preceding it.
I want to see if there's anything I can loot. So I thought I saw the arts mill to go this way. Apparently, yeah.
Abelard, check the latest communication reports for the upper decks.
Intriguing.
Report from the engineers. Request for cargo transfer. There, I see an alert about loss of communication with decks 8 and 12.
It's on the attack point. So, like to lifts leading to upper deck. So, it's time to find.
Powers unseen, uncover my path.
I'm concerned about the disrupted communication with the navigator's sanctum. We should have already approached the translation point and proceeded to real space.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I gotta figure out a way to get down there. Looks like he ran off this way.
Embrace true
Once we are done with the
power.
riot, I want to have a look at the logisticers' reports. We need to understand what happened on the decks during the warp jump and the preparations preceding it.
I wonder if there's a lever here. Nope.
As you wish, Lady Theodora. I'm concerned about the disrupted communication with the navigator's sanctum. We should have already approached the translation point and proceeded to real space.
I tread a path unexplored.
Once we are done with the riot, I want to have a look at the logisticers' reports. We need to understand what happened on the decks during the warp jump and the preparations preceding it.
So I can't go up there. Where's it cut?
The world will bow.
Hold on, Master. Just stay with us.
Huh?
Keep firing, you oafs. No cowering and no hiding. You see the traitor, you kill the traitor.
The heretic's body is riddled with holes. An improvised single-shot gun lies smoking in his hand.
Firing, oops, right.
Hold on, Master. Just stay with us. Keep firing, you oafs. No cowering and no hiding. You see the traitor, you kill the traitor.
Alright, let's keep going.
Hold on, Master. Just stay with us. Keep firing, you oafs. No cowering and no hiding.
Deck.
You see the traitor, you kill the traitor.
Thank Providence you are alive and well.
Huh.
Always on time, eh, Coonrad? The moment we finish chasing the riffraff around the deck, you show up. Always just after the fighting's done. You could set your chrono by it.
Right. Anyway.
Mort, pull yourself together.
What, did the Lord Captain send you to chivvy us along?
What?
We're all done here. I'll report right away.
Chivvy you along. What?
Master of Whispers, what is happening on my ship? The Voxnet is silent. The Vox Master is not responding. Armed assailants have stormed the officer's deck, and my arch-militant just destroyed several more heretics on the way here. Is this a severe case of warp madness? Have some of my crew lost their minds and forgotten who they are and whom they serve? Report!
I have not yet received word from the Engineerium regarding any Geller field failures, but communications were already unstable half an hour ago, and now they have ceased altogether. Whatever the cause may be, the consequences are spreading fast. I am receiving scattered reports from the middle decks, and the only Voxcasts from the lower bays are one-way heretical gibberish. That the madmen have already reached the officer's deck suggests that this outrage was planned in advance. Perhaps this is an organized mutiny.
Severe case of warp. Nah, it's not warp madness. Mutiny. Alright. We must provide immediate assistance to those still on the middle decks. Perhaps then might stop this wave from spreading.
First, we have to confirm that the bridge and the navigator's sanctum are secure. And I have the means to do both things at once.
Her expression changes as her eyes flash ominous.
Edelthrad, where is he? I must know if he is unharmed. A psyker aboard a ship that is potentially being assailed by the warp could pose a greater threat to himself and others than a whole army of madmen with improvised weapons.
Yeah, I think he's behind this, actually, Lady Theodora.
I tried to locate him, but the last thing known about his movements is that he arrived on Transitional Deck 18.
Blast it! Master of Whispers, find Edelthrad immediately. Seneschal, locate Tlas and the Sister of Battle. Both are to remain at my side. Arch-militant, with me. I must go to my study. And it appears we might encounter heretics along the way.
Gladius? Referring to me.
If I may, Lord Captain. Transitional Deck 18 is at the heart of the disturbance, and if our goal is to bring Edelthrad back, I could use some support. After all, I'm not as adept at directly confronting enemies of the House as the esteemed Arch-Militant, and taking into consideration Edelthrad's psyker powers.
Oh, I thought you were a psyker. Okay, what? Oh.
Then it's settled. Find Edelthrad and bring him here. In whatever state you find him. This elevator leads to restricted compartments such as my personal chambers and the bridge. Do not let me down. I require you both. Do you understand?
Cannot promise that I won't lose our dearest heir somewhere along the way.
Kunrad, keep an eye on our spirited guest. You are personally responsible. Mort!
By all the gods, I hate Edelthrad.
Are you ready to head to 18? It is a long walk, and you do not even have proper gear.
I have a proposition. Let's not make an enemy of him. I shall make do. Lead the way.
Of course you will. Lady Theodora would never have someone she couldn't rely on as one of her heirs. But that is no longer relevant.
The pop and start crap up, something hits you in the abdomen. Soon by a... Ah, you bitch!
Keep firing, you oafs. No cowering and no hiding. You see the traitor, you kill the traitor.
I promised you a special destiny, Gladius. It is time to fulfill it.
Keep firing, you oafs. No cowering and no hiding. You see the traitor, you kill the traitor.
Whenever a minor power is used by N1 battle, failed degradation increases by 1. Whenever a major power is used, it increases by +3. At the beginning of each round, failed degradation decreases by -1. So he shot me, that bastard.